Hey guys, Custom Bricks here, and today we're going to be looking at set 76261, Spider-Man Final Battle. Let's get into it. So we have the full set without any of the minifigures here, and it is about, I would say, about 860, 70 pieces. There is 900 pieces in the full set, including extra pieces and minifigures. So let's get into the build. So for $110, it's okay. I would probably say they would need to add, maybe elevate it just a little bit more. Maybe add kind of like a neck area. But yeah, the scaffolding is really, really cool. I really enjoy it, and let's go deeper into it. So looking more into the scaffolding, you can see there's generators, and they have these really, really cool new pieces where they hook up with that little piece right there. And then you can take some studs and stick them on there, and then you can actually put minifigures on here. So I think that's just a really cool new piece that they've included, and it's also double stud. I think that's just really cool. Gives the minifigures more play action, and yeah, so that's pretty cool. Taking a look at the side here, we have a couple more of the clear translucent pieces as we saw earlier, and it's pretty cool to see, as Ned puts it, Doctor Strange magic into the build. We actually have another one. If you turn it fully around, you can unlatch this little piece, and it actually shows the Sanctum Sanctorum in there. So I think that's a pretty cool Easter egg, and yeah. And also, if we open up this little top right here, we have a bunch of sand pieces, and we also have a Sandman hand, another cool little Easter egg, just showing all of his sand. You can also see it at the bottom here. He actually was not in this set, which is kind of odd, but you know, it's Lego. They kind of add who they want to add. But yeah, so let's check out the other parts. And taking a look at the front area again, just going in a little more detail. We have a camera right here placed by Spider-Man's webs, which I think is pretty cool. I feel like they're going to, in the next movie, I feel like they're going to kind of make Peter Parker work for the Daily Bugle, you know, become the comic Peter Parker that we all know. And also we have the little device that they made to cure the villains, which I think is really cool. They kind of made a couple of those to put across this set. But yeah, turning around a little bit more, I really, really love the attention to detail just all across this part. I really like it. They do take the same design from the Apocalypseburg from the Lego Movie 2. And yeah, let's get into everyone's favorite part, the minifigures. And for our first minifigure, we have a Ned. And I'm going to be honest, his outfit is not even close to being the outfit in the movie. The jacket is wrong. It's not even the same color. His hair color is wrong. But other than that, I think this figure is great. I think the face print is really, really good. I feel like they could have used the older face from the $15 bag that they sold. But I do like everything else other than the coloring. I feel like they could have changed the coloring a lot to make this figure just a whole lot better overall. So there's Ned. Unlike Ned, MJ here, she actually has a pretty good torso print from the movie. I feel like they did a lot better of a job on this figure. They carried the same face print and hair from the original line of sets from the No Way Home movie. But yeah, she's a pretty cool minifigure. Not really a whole lot of facial expressions from her. When she's falling, they have the scene in the Lego set. There's just not a whole lot of emotion on her face when she's falling, so I feel like they could have done that a little bit better. But yeah, here's MJ. Next up is Doctor Strange, and I really love this figure. I think the hairpiece and that new hairpiece and the new head just is really outstanding for me. I really love the hairpiece, how it's printed, and I'm not a huge fan of the rubber cape, but I feel like it does it. I think it does it pretty well, but I like the cloth a lot better. But yeah, the torso and leg print are the same as the one in his sets, and yeah, so there's Doctor Strange. Next up is Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and I actually really like this figure. Even though we've gotten it in the past in another set about a year and a half ago, I think it aged really well. Only a year and a half, but I really like it. I feel like they could have changed up the arms, maybe just not even arm printing, just maybe a red. I'm not really sure. But I do like it. The head is really good for a lot of Spider-Man customs. So are the legs. The legs are really good for customs. But yeah, I really like the dual molded legs. And the back print is really good. I really enjoy that. And yeah. And this figure also comes with a hair and headpiece. So he's not just stuck with his mask on, but he does have an actual face. And I actually really like the hairpiece. I like how we get some more of these dark brown kind of long short-haired hair pieces. I really enjoy them, and the face printing is pretty good. I feel like they could have used the same head from the CMF Spider-Man, but you know, that's an exclusive figure for the CMF, so I kind of understand that. But yeah, so here is the rest of him. Next up is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and I just love this figure overall. A bunch of nostalgia from the original movies, and I just feel like this fig is so underrated, even though it is getting so much love. The dual molded legs just kind of give it just that extra oomph. It's just so good. I love it so much, and yeah. And he also has a hair and headpiece. Now, I feel like the hair is kind of okay. It doesn't really get the Tobey Maguire look. Also, the face, I don't see it. Maybe other people do, but I just don't really see it, and you can see the back here. He kind of has like a panicked look, but I don't see it. I don't think it looks like Tobey Maguire at all. But I mean, you can get some other parts and make him look like an actual Tobey Maguire. So yeah, there is Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. And next up, we have Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, and this minifigure is just outstanding. I love the torso print and the head print. I just think it's amazing. And the dual molded legs just give it the extra oomph, exactly like the Tobey Maguire. I think this fig would have been amazing with just printed legs, but they went above and beyond and gave us dual molded, which I think is honestly great. It just looks amazing. I really, really like this minifigure, and he also has a head and hair. And here's his head and hair, and I think the hairpiece actually works pretty well for Andrew Garfield. He kind of has that longer length hair. He kind of has that the spiky hair after he takes off his mask. And the face just doesn't really do it for me. I don't really care for it a whole lot. But it also does have another facial expression, kind of just like a confused look. I think that looks pretty good for him. I think it looks pretty well for him. But yeah, there's Andrew Garfield. And next up we have Doc Ock, and I actually really like this minifigure. I feel like they could have done a little bit better on the hairpiece, but I like it overall. I think it's a really, really good minifigure, but the arms, I feel like they could have done a little bit better. Maybe even do the same arms as the Daily Bugle. I really like those pieces for him, but yeah. He also has another facial expression. It's more of a smile look. After the fight is over, he's just talking to Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and I just really like it. And next up we have Electro, and I actually really like this minifigure. No second head printing, but that's of course because his hair is a little too short for it. But yeah, the face print is just amazing. I love the mask look, the comic look. I think it's just outstanding. And the torso print, there's just so much detail on his torso. We got the arc reactor, we got all the buckles and little pockets and stuff like that, and I think it's just amazing. Again, with the legs, I feel like the legs are a little bit plain. Probably could use some dual molded legs, but that's okay because the torso and face kind of save this figure for me. But yeah, he also does come with a lot of lightning, which we will get to towards the end. But yeah, so here is Electro. And for our final figure, we have none other than Green Goblin. And I think this figure is pretty good. I think it's pretty good for the set. The torso printing and the head and the hair just do it for me. But the arms and the just plain legs, I don't really like it. Most of the other figures, all the villains and heroes, they all have leg printing. But you know, the MJ and Ned don't have leg printing. But you know, that's okay for them. But I feel like Willem Dafoe, he deserves his Green Goblin deserves leg printing. It's just amazing. But yeah, the torso is amazing. The face is amazing. He also does have some goggles on, which I think look amazing. He does have I think this is a new hairpiece. I'm pretty sure it is. But we do have another hairpiece, a hair color, excuse me. This hair color just works so well for him. I love the dark brown. Gives it that menace look. I think it just looks amazing. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I actually really enjoyed filming this and making this review. Let me know if you guys want me to make any more of these, because I really enjoyed it. But yeah, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me and it helps out the channel a lot. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.